Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and this is your Photo News Fix. This fix is brought to you by Adorama. Adorama is a great place to purchase new or used camera gear, and actually, they sell more than just cameras. If you're sitting on a lot of older gear and you're not sure what to do with it, Adorama makes it super easy to mail it in, then you can trade it in, and you can get some cash. Please be sure to use the link adorama.com/fro whenever you pick up gear at Adorama. First up, the iHeartRadio Awards have added a new category called Favorite Tour Photographer, and I'm kind of pissed.
You're just upset you weren't nominated.
Well, yeah, kinda. The iHeartRadio Awards started back in 2014 to honor the most popular artists in music. Winners were selected based off of data and public voting. What that actually means, whoever paid the most to get their stuff played on the radio will win. We like to call that payola, and it's illegal. Would anybody like to pay me to do anything?
I've got a little proposition.
Because that's not illegal. Here are the 8 photographers that were nominated in no particular order. Christian Tierney, Josiah Van Deen, Pixie Levinson, Raoul B, Ravi B, though I don't know if they're related to Raoul B or not, Zach Kasperi, Andy DeLuca, and Helen Pambrum. And the winner is... Oh, thanks for that envelope, Dan. Oh my God, it's me! I won! Oh, Jesus! Look at this! I won a big... It's golden. It's a golden fro. Thank you all very much for voting. I'd like to thank as many people as possible. I'm still talking. Here's how voting works. It's basically a popularity contest that's not based off of someone's actual work. You can cast your vote over at iHeartRadio.com/music-awards. The winner will be announced at a ceremony on March 14th on Fox, which no one will be watching because who actually watches award shows? And who listens to terrestrial radio anymore anyway?
You gotta go on terrestrial radio.
Next up, do you like eggs? I know I do. I eat at least 3 eggs over easy just about every morning when I'm at home. Well, some 42 million plus people seem to like one particular egg that was posted on Instagram by the new channel world_record_egg. Dan, did you know that they're a verified channel? And 6.3 million people have followed them? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, here's the basics. Someone had the idea that they wanted to have the most liked photo on Instagram and dethroned Kylie Jenner for that title. And guess what? They did it! They did it by a lot. Here's what I think's gonna happen next week. Kylie Jenner will post a photo of her doing something with an egg, and she will take that title back. And no, Dan, it has nothing to do with a show. My one question is, where did they get the photo? And did they pay for it? Do you like it? Because I didn't waste my time and like it. Speaking of likes, if this video gets 5,000 thumbs up, I will give a sweet, sweet prize to one of you. Big news, everybody. Canon's #1 in something other than people jumping ship to Sony, at least in Japan. Japan's BCN Awards, which is based on sales data, has crowned Canon #1 for both DSLRs and mirrorless sales in 2018. Again, remember, this is just in Japan. In DSLRs, Canon grabbed first place with 57.4% of the market, with Nikon and Ricoh following behind. What the hell does Ricoh make, Dan?
Pentax?
What's a Pentax?
Pentax?
Now on to what really matters, mirrorless cameras. When accounting for all size sensors, Canon topped the leaderboard with 31.6% of the market, followed by Olympus with 23.5% of the market, and I'm not sure how the hell that actually happened. And finally, Sony with only 22.7% of the market. Again, this is just in Japan and it doesn't account for the rest of the world. Personally, I'd be really curious to see what the worldwide numbers look like, but something tells me people won't be sharing their numbers, so we will never know. And finally, Sony made 3 announcements at yesterday's live stream.
3.
Yes, I know I'm holding up 6 fingers. It's true, they got up there and they said, we have 3 major announcements. Honestly, if there was a place to leave a comment under the video, I probably would have typed clickbait, because I'm not sure any of the things they announced should be called major.
1.
They announced updated firmware will be coming for the A9, A7R3, and the A7 III that will expand the already awesome IAF. IAF will now be able to continuously track eyes without having to press and activate with a button. Personally, I like holding the button down to activate it, but maybe you won't. You will be able to track animals because IAF now works on them as well. Hey Dan, do you think it will track my cat even though it has one eye?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have to test it out. They also added a new focus mode called real-time tracking, which will allow you to lock onto a particular subject and the camera will continue to track it. To get a full listing of what's in the new firmware, use this new search engine I found called Google.
Multi-billion-dollar thing I did for a while.
The second major announcement, or not so major announcement, was the A6400 crop sensor camera, which falls between, get this, the A6300 and the A6500. That's why it's called the 6400. The quick specs are as followed: a 24.2 megapixel APS-C size sensor, ISO from 100 to 32,000, 11 frames per second mechanical and 8 frames a second silent, 180-degree flip-up screen, 425 contrast and phase detect AF points covering 84% of the viewfinder, 4K full pixel readout with no pixel binning for video, no IBIS, 1 card slot, but it gets the new IAF now and Animal AF later for a pretty reasonable $900. And the last major announcement was, well, not really major at all. Software. And there you have it. That's your photo news fix this time around. To check out the last fix, go ahead and click on the screen right here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And that's where I'll leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.